only going to be with us until 11:15. I've got to go with my wife to the for a procedure.
Okay. We're going to be concluding before that time ourselves because we have a grandson's simcha today.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Yeah.
Well, you'll keep in touch with me today, right?
Yeah, I have to contact you when I get an estimate from them of how long the procedure is going to last.
Right. Just going to hospital for it or doctor?
Hospital, Shari Tzedek. Thank you.
Okay, so the blood is running through. We're doing the last section over here in chapter 14 that starts with the Gimel Bechinos, the three mediums of action, Dibor and Machshav. And actually right now we're talking about action, that the action, physical action, gets its koach from the Nefesh. And the Nefesh is in the dam. It resides in the dam, and that's why the dam circulates throughout all the limbs of the body because that's the koach that the limbs have in order to accomplish the action that the person does with them. Rutzas Adam, v'kol pratei chelkei ha'avarim, kli hamase, hu anosin lehem chayus hatanua. That the circulation of the blood in the limbs of the goof is what gives the life force to make the movements. His auras and the awakening. Everything that they have the koach to do is rooted in the dam, which gets its koach from the nefesh. Ve'im yumna merutzas adam me'eber echad oy vavoy. If it would be withheld, this circulation of the blood from one aver in the goof, also a aver mityabesh, ve'ein bo shum tenua, lasot shum davar. It would dry up this aver, and it would have no life force, a koach to make any movement, to do any action. Who aver mace? It would basically be a dead aver, a dead limb. V'hadibor. Okay, so that's about the masa. Now he's going to talk about the dibor, speech. Hadibor hu mibechinas haruach. The physical dibor of the person, that koach hadibor, is rooted in the medium, which is ruach. This is where he's correlating the three different kochas that a person has, ma'isa diva b'makshava, that their source of the koach is in the three spiritual components of naran, nefesh, ruach, and neshama. And so dibor, its koach derives from the spiritual component of the person of ruach, kamasha kosav, and we see that in the psukim. Ruach Hashem daber bi. The ruach of Hashem spoke to me. I think that's a pasuk in Shmuel. Uvaruach sfosov, pasuk in Yeshaya. The ruach that causes the lips to be able to speak. Ukamo shetargim unklis al pasuk. The famous one is the one in Sefer Bereshis, Parshas Bereshis. Vayhi ha'adam lenefesh chaya leruach memalala. It says when Hashem created man, it says v'yipak ba'apav nishmas chayim. He blew into the person a nishmas chayim, a living soul. And then the pasuk says this, what we're quoting here, vayhi ha'adam, and at that point the person was lenefesh chaya, as a result of Hashem blowing in that into the person. Nishmas Chaim, he blew in Nishmas Chaim, and it says, and he became a Nefesh Chaya, and so the general translation of the Nefesh Chaim means a living soul, a living Nefesh. But the Targum Unklis says on these two words, Nefesh Chaya, he says on those two words, L'ruach memalala. What does that mean? A ruach that speaks. A ruach that speaks. So that's the life of the Adam that Hashem blew in, and therefore he became a being, which Targum Unklis translates. What does it mean? A living being, a ruach mamalala, a spirit that speaks. And the reason that the Nefesh HaChaim is bringing this Targum Unklis over here is because you see that the spiritual aspect of ruach is connected to the faculty of speech, because mamalala is Aramaic for speech, a speaking spirit.
We had last time here. I've got that. You said that the spirit, the ruach, expresses itself through speech, but thought itself is silent. And also we said that the Torah is emphasizing that man is unique with this ability. Anyway, it was
Right. This life that the man has, Nefesh Chaya, translates into Ruach Mamalala, and that's unique in man. V'kein nira la'ayin. And this is apparent to the eye. Shebakol dibor she'adam motzi mipiv. Every word that a person brings out from his mouth, yotze ruach. Also, some breath comes out from the mouth, and we call it ruach. So we see that the ruach is the meat. We're not talking about breath. We're talking about a physical, rather a spiritual component of the person, which is called ruach. Behevel me'apeh umashkein ruach ikro hu belev. Oh, now he says though that the place of residence that the ruach resides in the person, ikro hu belev, its main place of residence is in the lev. How so?
Hi.
Ki ruach vehevel hadibor ikro v'roshisoi hu oila me'alev. Oh, this is what Roy was saying. That
We have to go on.
okay, we got the travel sign.
Okay.
Let's just finish what we said over here, because the ruach, the spirit, behevel, and the breath of the mouth, of the dibor, of the speech, ikroi, its main place, and how it goes, rishuso, its origin is that it originates from the heart, and because the heart is the place of the thoughts. Umakshava hi haneshama. So the makshava is from the highest place. That comes from the medium of the neshama, which is the highest of these three spiritual components. Shehi hamalamedet adam deya ubina b'torah kedosha. This the makshava, which has its koach. The koach of makshava has its koach from the neshama, and that is what teaches the person to understand and be able to have knowledge in Torah Hashem. And therefore, its main place of residence, the neshama, in a person is in the moach, in the brain.
Okay, Ruben, we're going up. Okay.
Okay. Kli hamakshava. That is the tools of makshava. V'hi bachina ha'elyona shebehem. That is the most elevated of all these three mediums. The makshava. Keinamu Bereshis Rabbah. Parshas Yudalad, Hamisha, Shemos, Nikru Law. It has 5 different names. Nefesh, the Adam, v'chule. Neshama zu, Ofi, the Berise, Rutzaloima, Dato, Umakshavto, Kamo, Shapirshu, Ha'orech v'rashizal. Okay, so that also would add, that could be why we had the Gemara before in Yuma that he quoted, that Hirhuri Avera are Kashin Me Avera, because the Hirhurim is the Makshava, and the Makshava is from the highest place of the highest spiritual component that the person has, is the neshama, which resides in the moach, which produces the makshava. So therefore, Hirhure Avera, that's a very, very powerful part of the person's spiritual component that is involved in Avera. So that's why that is so kasher. Even more so than the act itself, in terms of the spiritual destruction that it could do. Okay, all the best, everybody.
Okay, be well.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Hatzlacha Rabbah on your procedure.
Yes.
Thank you, Amen.
Shalema.